Good morning, world. This is the Life Motivation. We are the entrepreneurs that bring it to you every single day, 375 days, 365. Oh, I threw an extra 10 in there, right? Yeah, 365 days. That was the challenge that we told everybody that we were going to do when they started throwing out these, y'all won't last 30 days. Oh, y'all won't last 90 days. Well, I want to let y'all know here we all are. Now I think we're on month number 11. So we're rocking right along, giving you this information every single day because that is what we said we were going to do. And we're doing it because we put a routine into our life. We made a good schedule for what we want to do on a day to day basis. We're making sure that we're getting up and living our life, loving every minute of it, and laughing at those that were telling us that we couldn't. Because you know what? I'm the type of person that you don't tell me I can't do something. I'm the type of person that's going to show you how it can be done. And this is what we're doing within here each day, building this community, building our team, building each other up on a day-to-day basis to make sure that we're moving our life into the direction that we want, that is going to make us happy with the emotions that is within us. And it all started with our daily routine in the morning times of what we were doing, of not sleeping in until 9, 10 o'clock because we had that day off of work. We got up with that same routine every morning. And we've been consistently doing this every single day, and it has changed our lives, what I call a shifting. A shifting because we have awakened to the better side of us, the best side of the things that we can bring out in our life on a day-to-day basis of that happiness that we're looking for. We are already learning how to schedule the emotions of something that is coming. Even though it may not be here right now, the emotions that we have of the unfolding of this journey of that we want makes it even so much better and more fruitful when it does happen. And it's sitting there manifested in our hands. And we look at it and say, you know what? That was 3 months ago that I started dreaming of this and talked about it. That was a year ago that I dreamed about this. And now here it is in my hands. Not every manifestation is going to happen overnight. But once you get up and you start a daily method of operation, DMO, as Mr. Cam calls it, you're going to get up every single day and you're going to get yourself into a routine. In the morning times, I told everybody in here, before I even kick the blankets off, I've done my gratitude. I have done me a quick little 15-minute meditation saying thank you for the day that I have. My eyes are open and I'm 6 feet above this time. So I'm here. I can enjoy this day. So what are we going to do with it? I already know what I'm going to do. I already know my plan because I do my planning the day before. But some get up and make their plans that day. But you already know that you've got to get up. You've got to take a shower. You've got to brush your teeth. You got to get some breakfast in you. You've got to get dressed. You got to start driving to work. Things like that. That is a normal routine of everybody. So don't make that routine in the morning times like, oh, I got to get up. Why do most people do that? Because they hate the freaking job they're going to. So they don't want to get out of bed. So they procrastinate as long as possible to get their ass out of bed to go take care of something that is providing the monetary funds for them to be able to have the material things that they want. But yet they dislike where they're going. If you want better happiness, you've got to put a better outcome to what you're starting your day with. The emotions that you start with on your day and getting up and giving gratitude, telling yourself, I love you. This is an awesome day. I have an awesome house. I have an awesome family. I have an awesome job because it has provided me this roof and this car and these beautiful clothes that I get to wear every day. Now you're giving a better gratitude to what you already have and accomplished within your life. Because if you have a job, you're accomplished. You're rich. You're successful. The level of success that you want in each individual person will be different. Know that Julio's level of success and what he wants is totally different from mine. Why? Because he has a wife and 5 kids and my kids are grown and gone. 2 different levels of accomplishment on a day, right? So he still has a family that he has to maintain and get up and take care of and make sure that they're provided for. He has taught them and guided them very well already on how to take care of themselves in the morning, of getting up and getting themselves dressed and brushing their own teeth and fixing their own little breakfast. So it's not something that he has to put into his schedule anymore because they know what they want to eat. So they know how to go up and get it fixed because they're of that age. So now they have their flow that they have to start. So if we start a good flow in our day and we give good attitudes and good words to us, So now when we walk out of that bathroom and he has to deal with those 5 kids and his wife, then guess what? He's got good energy. They're going to feel good energy because you, as good light and good energy, can stand in one crowd of people in the middle, and then you will start seeing others. If paint could actually fall off, if your colors could actually rub and affect someone else, you could see their colors and their aura start to change. From that happiness energy that you're putting off, others will feel it. And then others will bring out that same emotion all the time. And then if there's things in people that you dislike or it grabs that last little nerve, I want you to look at that person and see the good in them that you love. See the good aspects of that person, the best version of them that you do see that they're not putting out, but you see it. And I want you to focus on only that. Don't focus on the stuff that you dislike about the person, because guess what? You'll have more of that person come out. But if you focus on the goodness of that person, you will start to see more of the goodness of that person. Because you got a good routine and started seeing the best within you. You started going to the mirror and you started getting the good effects to what you can give yourself with the words that you can give yourself as well. And that will shift your life with a better routine. And then now you've gotten up and you've gotten yourself into the awesomeness this morning. You got to the mirror. Now you're going out into the world. Now you're somebody who straps on some shoes and goes jogging in the morning times. You give it a good 30-minute run. What is that doing? That is sending off endorphins in your body. That's a routine that you're doing to get yourself in good physical shape, helping with clarity and focus on whatever you have to accomplish for the rest of the day of when you're running. So now as you're doing this and you're going right along, then you're able to give yourself the good routines. You want to make sure that you're reading every day. I don't care if it's 2 pages a day. Start reading something. Give something into you. If you don't have time to read, then throw in some earbuds as you're running. Listening to some motivational speakings as you're going along, as you're exercising. You know, as you're driving in the car, put it on that Bluetooth. Let it go through the speakers within your car. There's some good motivational speakers. There's some awesome preachers out there. I love Mr. Joel Osteen. I love Abraham, Les Brown. You know, there's many others that I listen to all the time. Why? Because they're pumping goodness within me. And if I keep pumping goodness within me, what's coming out of me? Goodness, good words, good vibrations, good energies, good thought processes, good ways to focus better on my life, better energy and things that I can do physically. This is something that we ask all of y'all to do all the time. Many of us are designing and dreaming more than you're taking action. Just remember, the action is a powerful part of the key to bring that success level that you're wanting within your life. You're wanting that new car. You're wanting that next elevation of that job. You're wanting to build a career. You're wanting to build a business. You're wanting a longevity of something. Because we're not looking for something for just today. You know, because today, if I can make $1 million, awesome. Then I'm going to try to figure out, if I did it one day, how can I do it in another day? And then we go, oh, I'll do it another day. Right? So we're living for every single day, but there's only one day that you can actually take care of. Today. You can actually only take care of today. Yesterday you had your shot. You did everything that you could during that day. You did your best at everything that you could do to make your life even better yesterday. Awesome. Now guess what? You went to sleep. It's gone. The thoughts, dreams, the emotions, everything that you were feeling yesterday is gone. So now you're waking up today. You have to give good new emotions to this today. Good energies to yourself today. Good vibrations to your day today. The dreams that you were looking for, now today you can start taking action on what you were thinking yesterday and start making things happen. Because it is with that action that will bring that you want. It is with action that started with the thought process. That was an action. You thought about it first. Cool. Then you put it down in a journal, because you're journaling every day now too, as long with reading. You're going to make sure that you're putting something. And people say, well, I don't know how to journal. I'm not asking you to write a paragraph of the day. All you can do is bullet points. I was able to connect with Julio in Dallas, Texas today. We had a great visit and great mastermind on this. Wow, that was quick, simple, and easy, right? I was able to connect with Roger today, and he was having issues on something on this, and we worked together to figure it out, and now we know how to do it, and this is what it is. Boom, I learned something new today. Because sometimes if somebody's working on something that, hey, I don't know, but let's find out together. So guess what? I know now too. Increasing my abilities, right? As we work together in all of this. I could walk through this journey by myself all day long. And I've tried that. I've tried to walk this journey by myself, try to kick down the doors to make things happen. It never always worked out. Some did, but they didn't last. Why? Because I didn't put a routine to it. I just thought, okay, I've got it built, it's done, I can go and I can do this, and then that it's going to keep doing that. But yet, if I didn't at least put a little bit of action to it every day, it went nowhere. If I didn't show up to my job sites and my employees, hey, he's not here today. Well, what are they going to do? The cat plays when the master's away, right? So that you're not there to take care of the people that you're nourishing, your team members, your coworkers, the people that work for you. If you're not there to keep them inspired and motivating, your dream will go down the drain if you let others try to handle it. Any business and organization, once the CEO or the president or whatever he wants to call himself steps away and says, you know what, I'm going to let y'all handle this now. I hired y'all for this. They don't have the same heart. They don't have the same love to be able to, for that business. They're there to, hey, I'm just drawing a paycheck. That is 90% of most people's attitude. I'm just here to draw a paycheck. That's not in my job scope. I'm not doing it. That's not a thought process right there, guys. Taking action in everything that we're doing, and we're putting good routines to it. The daily routines. The DMO. Woo! I love Mr. Camp. Very powerful man. Got some great knowledge within his head. And he is now allowing us to grab some of it off of him, to be able to morph our life into the shape that we have always wanted, but yet never knew how. Taking our businesses to another level of elevation than where it was at before, because we were just starting and we were just doing what they call test, test, test. Do some more tests. That didn't work. Test some more. But guess what? He's showing us how to move ourselves into another level and showing us how to bring our business to another level. And then the same thing that we do within here in the morning times of the inspiration, we can talk it all day to you. But if you do not go out and implement it into your life, then you will keep coming here each day looking for the same results and getting the same thing every day, because we're going to bring it. So we'll give you the results, but yet if you don't put this implemented into your life every day, you will find by noontime, you're going to be what I call a juicer. You know, the New Year's resolution juicers. They say, I'm going to juice. I'm going to start this. I'm going to do it, right? 30 days to 90 days, they're done. They're not juicing no more. So if you're not implementing this good stuff into your life all day long, you're a juicer. Don't be a juicer. Be someone who is going to give you yourself this inspiration, that attaboy, those thank yous to yourself every single day, all day long, no matter what you're doing. I don't care if you was able to bend over and touch your toes today and you haven't been able to do that in 20 years. You was able to bend over and tie your own shoes today. Because why? You started working out at the gym and you got rid of some of that that overhang, right? So you got rid of a little overhang is gone, and now you can, oh, look at that. I can now touch my toes. I can stretch good again. I'm feeling good again. I've got good energy in my flow again. Yes, it is a funny day. It is an awesome day to have a good day. Go ahead, brother.
There's a funny joke in there that I'd rather not say. I heard you saying the joke while you were saying the details you just mentioned, Thomas. I was laughing amongst myself, all by myself. Um, Thomas, just building the proper routines within yourself. You were stating some basic things, stuff that anybody could relate to, stuff that anybody could grab, because we're nobody's the same here. But like, if you have to be at work at a certain time, and you want to get certain things done in a day, you know um both the millionaire or the billionaire, and the beggar have the exact same 24 hours in a day. How is that person starting their day? So let's use um let's use a athlete as an example. Okay, so let's for example, I mean, what do their days look like? How do they get to the point where they're so freaking strong? How do they get to the point where they're considered one of the world's best athletes in football, or in soccer, or in baseball, or wrestling? Somebody like Dwayne Johnson, like, he didn't get to be that damn big and strong and be popular and get into all of these movies and all of this stuff by waking up and having a crappy routine, by getting up at 9 and 10 o'clock in the morning, and kind of going about his life willy-nilly. No, the guy gets up at 4 o'clock in the morning, what I'm saying, goes and he puts the right things in his body. He practices the right routines before he even leaves his house. And when he does leave his house, he's hitting the gym, and he's doing all these routines all before 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning, all while your ass is still sleeping. Okay, and then you're getting up, and then you're doing this. He already done did 5 and 6 things in a day already. You know what I'm saying? That's why they say, what in I don't know if the military or the Marines or whatever, they say we do more before 6 a.m. than the majority of people do all day long. There's truth to that. So what routines are you building, today? Or rather, if you haven't built any, let's just go there. Instead of me posing the question to you, okay, today's a good opportunity. Today's a good day to build some routines, to build some habits. So let's say, for example, you have a problem getting up early in the morning. What time are you going to bed? I can almost pinpoint. If you tell me you have a crappy sleep routine, or you don't sleep well, I can almost pinpoint and tell you, based off of just a random, few questions that I'll ask you, what time you go to bed and what time you wake up. I'll tell you sleep good, or whether you don't sleep too well, kind of stuff. I can literally pick apart that. Well, why? Because I know by practicing it myself, it's about you getting yourself in the right routines. You want to get up early, then you have to go to bed at a decent hour. Plain and simple. You wanna start losing weight, then you have to start putting the right things in your body. So you have to start practicing the right routines. You want change, then you have to do something different. You want growth, then you have to grow. Your business isn't going to grow. You ain't going to grow. Your families aren't going to grow. The relationships that you have aren't going to change. They're not going to mature. They're not going to progress. It's not that they can't. It's you're not building the right routines in order to get your family there, in order to get yourself there, in order to get your finances in order, in order to get yourself to a place where more is possible, for yourself. So let's say, for example, you make a really considerable amount of money in the States, but you have debt up the wazoo. Your bills are never paid on time. You're asking somebody for money all the time because what is it? That's poor stewardship. So you haven't built up any good enough routines to have good stewardship of the. If you have more than enough already, is it that you need more? No, you're just managing foolishly. You're not building the right routines within yourself. Plain and simple. So if you were to say, okay, I get paid X amount of money, let me allocate the money towards responsibilities. Let me build past this point. Let me a little bit towards giving and tithing, or a little bit towards my business, a little bit towards, you can allocate money to wherever you want to. And then afterwards, if you still have stuff left over, then you can go have fun and piss off your money if you want to. But just to use somebody who with finances, or like I just said a second ago with the sports, it's up to you guys to build those proper routines. Your life isn't gonna change. That's the definition of insanity, to do the same thing over and over and over and over again, but expect different results. Like, you're lying to yourself. You're playing a game to yourself. Like, who looks in the mirror, right, every single day, and like, hey, I'm a Puerto Rican American, guys, but I guarantee you, they won't be one day where I look in the mirror and I say, you look fantastic, you sexy Caucasian, you. I'm never going to say that to myself. Why? Because I'm not white. I might be light-skinned, but I'm not white. I would be lying to myself. You know, I mean, just like to give you guys an example. So don't lie to yourself. You're only fooling yourself. You know, when it comes to business or stuff, priorities, when you cut corners, or when you're skipping content, or when you're skipping trainings, or when you're trying to skip this and you're trying to skip out on life, you know, or like Jen was talking about this yesterday. You know, we want to get to this place of greatness in our lives, you know, but nobody is building up those routines in order to get there. Nobody is doing those, you know, doing what it takes in order to you know, to achieve that greatness. Guys, can I tell you that the enjoyment, the fulfillment, the abundance is in the journey. It's in the journey, and it'll be great to snap your fingers and you have not a care in the world. It'd be great to snap your fingers and be able to purchase whatever you want to, go over you want to, do whatever you want when you want to do it. I'm not saying that this isn't a possibility, but when you get to a place where you can do whatever the hell you want when you want to do it, then what? You know what I'm saying? Then what? There has to be more to this. So let's say you have all of that. So what does that person's routines look like? Okay, so they've done everything to get themselves to that point of becoming abundant or becoming wealthy or whatever, but what if they're not happy within their hearts? What if they're not happy within their minds? What if they're not content with their own life, with their own routine? They're so bored, they're just like, oh, I don't even want to be here anymore. We would look at that person like, dude, are you freaking nuts? Are you crazy? You have it all. And they'll look at like, this, I have nothing. They'll tell you, I have nothing. This stuff means absolutely nothing. Isn't that ironic that the people who have it all want what we have? And what we have, we want what they have because we feel like they have it all. Come on, man. What routines are you building in your life in order to get yourself to the place that you want to be? What routines are you building within your life in order to get your mind right, to get your finances right, to get your love life right, to get your emotional stability right and in order? You know, what are you doing? What routines are you building, man? It's so important to build the right routines. And then when you do, you grow and you mature and you get yourself to a better place. You know, take yourself to a higher level, a higher frequency, all through building the right routines in your day, all through cutting out bad routines. Let's talk about that for a second. Habits and cutting out fat, cutting out bad routines. You know, you want to lose weight, but you keep eating sweets. You want to lose weight, but you're sitting there having 2 and 3 portions. You know?
And never go
to the gym. No, go ahead. And never go to the gym, right? You want to save money, but you can't stop spending $100 a week on the freaking lottery, hoping that one day you're going to win. What's 100 times 4? 400. So you could be saving $400 a month, but instead you're spending $400 a month on lottery, hoping that one day you'll hit the jackpot. So how much money is that? 400 times 12. Then that times 20 years. Then that times 30 years. Then that times, you know what I'm saying? You could have become a millionaire, sir, ma'am. You could have invested that money, you know, and that money could have flipped 2 and 3 and 4 and 20 times and became something greater. But you couldn't get yourself out of the routine of spending the $20. You couldn't get yourself out of the routine out of spending the $100.
Yeah,
Thomas, you want to?
Yeah, I do, because I mean, like I said, my that I put the amount of money that I was spending on the alcoholic bottles, those fifths that I was buying, those 12 packs that I was buying, and this, that, and the other. And then when my mom finally brought it down, she was like, you know, you're drinking too much. Well, what did I do? I got defensive immediately. Got on a defensive. No, I'm not. I'm good. I know what I got going on. I had the defensive mode kick up, right? But yet when she put it out into the monetary funds, she said, you know, you could have already paid for this house by the amount of money that you have spent at the bar rooms and on the liquor bottles. That put a reevaluation into my life when you got into my pocket. It was like, I really didn't understand. I had the extra. I got it. I got the extra. My truck, my bills are paid for. I was living to go drinking is what I was doing. But I had to change my habits. I had to change my thought processes and the way I was doing things. So that's what we did.
Take the lead from him if he's frozen. Um, no, but like for example, I know somebody who has a new pair of gym shoes. He's a sneaker junkie, but he wants to start a business. But he wants to start saving money. He wants to start sending money home for his wife and and his kids and to do all of this stuff. And he takes care of his responsibilities. So it's not that out of that habit of I need a new pair of shoes every week. I need a new pair of shoes. You know, we were talking about that last week. How many shoes can ladies wear? That of which you have like 30 or 40. Shannon, I see you packing. How many shoes did you pack, madam? Oh, okay. All right.
So, I packed 30 pairs.
But it's up to you guys. I say all of this to say we talk about this topic to say what routines are you building, my friend? You can get yourself to a greater place, man, within a matter of a month, within a matter of 2 months, 6 months, 90 days, a year, 2, 3 years. If you were to just start today and practice routines and practice habits today, that can get you anywhere to where you want to be.
Yes.
Love you guys.
Anywhere. All right, I'm back. Had a little hiccup there. But yes, the routines that you do on a day-to-day basis, the habits that you're giving, and if you haven't been giving yourself the good habits, and like he said, if you had to change just this routine right here for 2 years, a 2-year plan, 3-year plan, or 4-year plan, would it truly make a difference within your life? Yes, it will make a difference. Because I started this plan almost 3 years ago now. We're almost to that mark of 3 years that I started this online world. All right, in here with all of you guys. Many of you started in here about the same time as I did, and a lot of you are newer. But they told me if you stay diligent with this, what could you actually accomplish? I was able to accomplish being completely debt-free within a 2-year period. And now the rest of my life is like nothing but skyscrapers and rockets. Where do I want to go with it? Where am I going with my life? What am I doing? But it all started with the habits that I shifted that weren't being prudent for my life, for my health, and any of that. I removed that. I got in and dive into the training to actually get the knowledge to be the digital marketer, the online marketer, to be able to come in here and inspire others to keep moving forward with the dream that you have to be debt-free, and that dream that you have not to work for someone else anymore again. But it all started with my daily routine, my daily habits that I implemented. And then I implement those habits all throughout the day because there was other things that I was doing that I had to start shifting. So with those habits that we have changed, I can now start living my life. And I'm loving me more. And I'm laughing at the little things that people said we couldn't do. And now we see it happening more and more each day. November of last year, Julio and I were sitting at the Awaken event and said, what do we want to do? So we want to be able to do this 365 days. We want to be able to get up on stage and speak with others. We want to be able to have more eyeballs on our offer, on what we're doing, period. It started out with 4 people. We have consistent every day, 15 to 20 people, but it goes out on 5 different platforms now. So we have the 100 eyeballs and have had them for many, many months. But what was it? Something that we said we wanted, and we stayed diligent with doing it. Now every day you can see it has diligently been done, and we are here every day, even on the Saturday and Sundays, even on a holiday, because we shifted the habit and we said this was going to be something that was going to happen no matter what. Whether it's here, go ahead.
They told us we couldn't do it, right? They said we couldn't do it. They said that 7 days a week, no way. You guys can't do that. You guys can't be doing this 5 days a week. You guys are doing this even on holidays, even on the weekends. You guys are doing this every single. No way. You guys can't do that. And look, here we are, almost a year in, guys. Almost a year in, and this has grown into so many different avenues. This is put out into so many different avenues, so many different outlets and inlets, and at that, it's growing, and it's changing, and it's creating a ripple effect. Not in just our lives as being a part of it, but in the lives that we're touching and the lives that we're speaking into. You know, and how we're being used for all of that. A greater purpose, guys. Something greater than ourselves. We were told we couldn't do, but we tapped into it, and we proved them wrong, and we're still proving them wrong on a daily basis.
And we'll keep continuously doing this as well. Why? Because it helps me start my day, helps start my routine, my life, everything that I'm doing. And then, probably 80% of y'all in here, y'all not in my team. So what do? I'm doing this for the community, because we work better as a collective team to be able to inspire each other, nourish each other, and that you have talents that I don't. That way I can leverage your talents and different things that I can learn from you. Each and every face that I see on the screen, I learn from the words that you put out. I learn from the videos that you put out. I learn from the posts that you put out. The different things and emotions that we're all going through on that day-to-day basis. You can see it in your posts. You can feel it in your comments. When you start bringing your bad habits back out, it will reflect in what you're doing. But the awesomeness within you, if you're bringing the awesomeness to the table, others will feel it. Others will see it. Others will know that you're doing something more within your life and you took action. And you're not talking about that same story over and over again anymore. You're now taking action to move your life into that direction that you have always wanted, but never thought you could because you had no one around you that was supporting you or inspiring you to go after those things that people said, you're crazy. Yeah, I am. And I'm going to keep being crazy every day because it is these ideas that have brought me into better places than other people's opinions. If I would have listened to them, I'd still be working that job. I'd still be working 7 days a week, 12 hours a day, busting my body down to nothing because I'm out there in the heat all day and then not eating nourishment right. I'm not getting my physical activities done right and all this other stuff because I was working for someone else, killing myself. It wouldn't have been for my physical aspects going down to knock me down and say, hold up, we're going to reevaluate this life and you're going to start doing something different. I didn't understand at first because I wasn't someone that was tapped in. I was someone that was trying to make things happen. But once I tapped into my source energy in 2012 and I told them I was tired and bring me where you want me to go, this is where it's led me. To be able to be a speaker, to be a motivator, to be someone who inspires others to do great within them, to be able to see the greatness within others that they may not even see yet, but yet nourish that person to keep telling them, you've got this. It's going to be okay. We're going to get through this. That is just a hurdle and a roadblock, but we're going to show you how to jump that hurdle with ease. We're going to show you how to jump that high jump with ease and clear that highest point that you want to clear, because it's the power that is within you that is going to make it all happen. We're helping and assisting each person each day on how to unlock your greatness and how to release that self-doubt and that fear and that monkey on the back for so long that you thought had you weighed down. But yet you've been dragging that baggage yourself. No one else has told you you needed to carry all that baggage. You're the one that has collectively put it in there and has been dragging it around. We're going to show you how to release the baggage of past stuff that has happened that you can't go back and change, and you can't bring back someone and all that stuff. Those emotions that people hold on to for so long. We're showing you how to release those emotions every single day and put good words in front of it, good habits in front of it. And now know that those people that you may have lost that has you in a depression, they're right there with you. They've never left you. The memories that y'all made together, the love that y'all made together, the laughter that y'all made together, that's all right here. You can't take it away. You have those memories. You have that person with you. Just he may not be or she may not be physically there with you, but I promise you they are there with you in everything that you're doing. Live your life, guys. Love everything that you're doing about you and the direction you're going. Because if you don't love what you're doing and the direction you're going, evaluate. Evaluate, get the power of that pen, start writing down, saying, what am I doing and why don't I like it? And what do I do like about it? And then now you know the balance. Okay, I'm doing this, but I really don't like it, so why am I doing it? It might be something you can remove, a habit that you don't have to do anymore. You can remove that habit and start doing something that you do like. You know, you don't like going to this restaurant with that person. Have you voiced your opinion and said, hey, I don't really like that restaurant. It's not good food. Let's go try something new today. They may be up for it and say, oh, yeah, you're right. Hey, let's go try it. I just been going to this place because it's got cheap margaritas. The food been crappy, but they got good margaritas, got a good bartender. That's the only reason you're going there. But yet not everybody's going likes margaritas. So now we find different restaurants to go to because it was always a habit that they were doing. And why do I say that? It's because Carol likes margaritas. And we went to many locations when I first met her. And it was all because of the drinks and her friends. They would meet there. But yet the food was crappy when I started eating it. And it was like, we got to find something else. If I'm coming here, I'm eating. I'm not drinking because I don't drink. So if we're going to go somewhere, let's go somewhere that we both can be happy. So we've been on a little venture going to the different restaurants to find out if we can find a common bond of everything that we all like together. So we've formed new habits within our routines. Forming new habits within her life because she was single and were divorced for 17 years. And now you throw a human being up in the mix with it and her mama at the same time. So now you got three people living in the same house. Her normal habits changed a little bit, shifted. But the habits that she were doing wasn't very fruitful for her life. So now the habits that we're doing are better for all of us. Nourishment-wise, health-wise, physical-wise, mental-wise. Now we're all getting into a better balance of our life because we're working on all of it, not just one portion. We have to balance every area to make sure that our wheel is flowing good. Our career, our mental, our spiritual, our body, all of that has to be in a balance. It all starts with your daily routine and what you do. And we're going to wrap this one up this morning with Miss Shannon, getting packed up and ready to move. Finally got some boxes back in New York, finished painting in Tennessee. So she can just turn around. I think she's going to, if y'all haven't invested in, what kind of tires do you use, Shannon? That way I can call my investment company today. So that way I can get tires for whoever you buy tires from. Because she is wearing them babies out. Back and forth from Tennessee to New York. Getting herself ready with her life. So she does the affirmations for us on the fly most of the time. But this morning she is here with us. So Miss Shannon, we look forward. Go ahead.
Morning, everybody. Keep your thoughts positive because your thoughts become your words. Keep your words positive because your words become your behavior. Keep your behavior positive because your behavior becomes your habits. Keep your habits positive because they become your values. And if you keep your values positive, then your values become your destiny.
Much power within those words right there. Go back and watch the replay if you need to, because that was something that you can go and write down and implement.
Fire.
Thank you very much, everybody, for coming in with us this morning and hanging out with us every day. We do this at 8:30 every morning, 7 days a week. Same link every single day. So if it doesn't get posted, just remember, copy that link, put it in your notes, put it somewhere where you can have it, and that way you can come back with us every single day because we're going to be here giving this love and inspiration every single day. We love and appreciate you all. We'll see you all tomorrow.